In this video, we are going to talk about families in Revit. So we're going to modify, customize existing families that we already uploaded in the project. Like for example, a double door here, or we can also customize and edit stairs and profiles. And then we will create new ones. We will create new families, and we will see that family creation, it always starts by creating a profile in 2D, and then from that you will create your model, which is going to be really simple 3D modeling. We already mentioned this in the beginning of the course when we talked about the other software out there to create 3D models. Well, Revit, it has only a few tools to do 3D modeling. So if you want to do more, you should move into Rhinoceros or Maya or 3ds Max or Cinema 4D and all those 3D modeling software out there. But we're going to see what we can do in Revit. So let's begin. Well, you can already tell by the existing objects that in Revit you cannot create too much complexity when you create a 3D model. They're like pretty simple. They have few faces. They don't have many polygons because this is a management software basically. We can draw, we can design, we can model 3D, but we cannot create too many details. We cannot create highly and let's say photorealistic objects. You need to do that in other software basically. But we can do something here. So let's start. First of all, I want to go into my project here. I'm gonna go into the ground floor and I want to add a stair right here so that we can see a little bit more about the stairs. We already talked about Ramses stair in the previous video, so we're gonna continue from there. And also want to create here a lift. So I'm going to start here with the stair. So we saw that we can create stairs using runs, or we can use sketches. We can create runs, landing, supports, and we can also sketch them. So I'm gonna show you here. Let's create a run. And first thing, I will change the location line, which is gonna be in the exterior support left, and then click and start from here. Now you can see it's creating the first part of the stair. You can also set a width already. So it's telling me that I have 8 risers, there are 20 remaining. So I think I'm gonna go to 10, or actually let's make it 9 here. So now I need to move into another part. Well, I have this line here, but I think it's too close. So let's say okay for now. And it's gonna tell me that, well, you don't reach the floor that you want with this only run. So we're gonna have to go back there. But before we click on this profile here, which is the sketch of the floor, and I'm going to make this a little bit bigger so that my stair is gonna fit in there. Okay. And so first of all, I'm gonna move it. Let's say that I want to start exactly from here. I'm gonna move it right there, or I can also double click. And right now I am in the railing, so be careful where you click. So let's click in the middle, double click, and now we are back in the stair editing. And it's telling me that this is the first, and this is the 9th to riser, so we need more. So we can continue from here. Just get inside the creation of the stair and let's create another run. Now for the other run, I can place it here. Well, I think it's a little bit too far, but sometimes you have the necessity to do that. And then let's finish, okay, let's say right here. And then the next one you can see I'm using the intersection and the extension lines there to place it. And there you go. So this is all the stairs that I need to go from the ground floor to the first floor. Now you can always adjust everything here anytime. So for example, I can click this and move it right there. Now this is gonna create extra steps that I don't need. So be careful, because always check in 3D. So let's go back, Control Z. So instead of creating more steps, I will just move everything in order to make it arrive right here. So I can use the move tool, click and place it exactly there. So this landing here is gonna become pretty big, like the other way, basically. Well, you can see that it's pretty symmetric, so I think I will be fine with this, but you can always go back and re-add it again. So here you can change, you can move it, be careful because it's gonna give you issues if you go here on the landing with your stair. So there you go, let's go a little bit back. So we can go back and forth here and try to understand how our stairs will be created. Now, if sometimes you can also recreate your landing as you like. So if I delete this, let's delete it like that, I can create the landing myself. So if I go to landing, I can either go to pick to run, so it's gonna recreate a landing there, so let me delete it again, or I can draw it. I can design the runs and the landing myself. So if you click here, this is where you are working with the profile, which is gonna become a landing. So you can use peak lines, you can use strange types of lines. Let's make it, I don't know, something like that's gonna be a really strange landing, but this is just for example. There you go, I picked the line, but I need to make it smaller. Well, this landing needs to fit inside these two ramps anyway. So you need to do that and then say okay, and you're gonna create the landing right there. Sometimes it's gonna create some extra railing that you need to get rid of. And there you go. So this is a customized one. So as you customize landing, you can also customize the runs. So in this case, well, you can, instead of creating by the run, you can create it right here. So think about like every runs as a sketch beneath. So if you do create sketch, we can use this as a base for our run that we're gonna create. So let's say that I want to do something strange, something like this, and then here, well, this will be the boundaries of your stair. We don't need this, so I'm gonna delete it. And then you can see here you have boundaries, you have risers. Now risers will go here and it's gonna start to count. So it's telling you that you have 2 risers, so you need to place the others like that. So I'm following the stairs that it's underneath as a base to draw my customized one. Now remember, everything needs to be closed, and then you say okay, and it's gonna create it. So you can create pretty strange stairs there if you want. Now I will create inside this part for the lift, but this is just an example. And I have a door here that I can use, but we're gonna see how we can customize one real quick. So this is usually how I represent lifts, but you can do, of course, your way. Now, the more you customize, the more things is gonna get complex. So, for example, I found a nice family here to customize in the doors. So I will click doors and click on load family. And if we go here, I found this one. Well, this is the one that I have customized. I created 3 different customization for this one. I started with this. So let's open up and let's select these sides.